Get ready as we dive into this spooky investigation in front of the apartment. Apparently, before the apartment was built, this place was just a parking lot where cars leisurely parked. Back in 1991, there was just one family living here, the Zio family. In 1981, 3 more families moved in, like popular little shops. The original residents and us newcomers from the 80s sure had the confusing way to communicate. The old man from the Zio family was a bit of a hoarder, collecting trash like it was a hobby. Until one day, the body was discovered by the neighborhood watch. Talk about bad luck. According to the neighborhood chairman, this old man turned his house into a maze, completely blocked by garbage. Tried to convince the old man to ease up a bit, but he insisted he hated cats. One day, Keith and Dot had given it another shot, but was met with a wall of stench. He opened the door, and whoa, a wave of foul air hit him like stepping into the trash kingdom. Finally, he found the old man lying on the bed, a real-life example of trash fusion. Investigations revealed the old man had been dead for 2 weeks, presumed illness quite the tragic tale. Kaysen mentioned a grandma in the Jemben house, who unfortunately suffered from dementia, what a dedicated resident. The members of the Fujiwara family swapped more than outfits, reminding one of a mobile work team. Legend has it that a high school boy pushed his mom and lit the blanket, causing a fire. How outrageous. Looks like those annoying calls were just the 1981 high schoolers' warm greetings to Mrs. Dajuan. When Zayalji arrived home, she found the Dajuan family had moved out. What a thoughtful landlord. Next day, Zayalji and Zayalsung restarted their investigation and found the old guy who ran the local first fortress. According to him, Jenben's was a huge farm, and neighboring Fujiwara's was once its half-hour subordinate. Zayojing and Matsuzoka's land was originally part of the Tekonao family, a family lineage worth recounting. The man took out Dad's photo of the Takano family. Look, the bride's glowing. They hosted an extravagant wedding locally, and after marrying off the bride, the Takano couple returned home. Then the horror unfolded, as Takano sipped wine while his wife quietly entered the bedroom. After a long period of waiting, the wife still didn't show up, and Takano became suspicious. I bet you all have guessed it. Turns out all those spooky noises IRG and the dude heard, just the ghost of Mrs. Takano. But still, it's suspicious. Would Mrs. Takano choose her daughter's wedding day to leave? IRG and Zayosum went to pay a visit to the Nishitakeyama family, the closest neighbors. They said the sister often practiced flower arranging with Mrs. Takano, everything normal as can be. One time, the sister accompanied Mrs. Takano, and suddenly, the lady looked utterly terrified. She claimed she heard the sound of a baby crying, yet the sister looked around and heard nothing. Mrs. Takano freaked out, saying this crying would happen at midnight, completely ruining her beauty sleep. Not sure if it was because of the bride, but rumors nearby began circulating. Some said the bride, while working away from home, was seduced by a bad guy and got herself in trouble. They say Mrs. Takano mentioned the crying from under the floor was like waves rushing out, truly spine-chilling. That evening, Zayosung unexpectedly showed up at Zyoji's apartment, curious about the day's investigation findings. Perhaps because of the crying, the man chose to hang himself, leaving Zayosung curious about the bedroom. Zyoji opened the bedroom door, and it turned into a storage room. What a laugh. She feared she'd end up like the old man from the Zio family, an outcome that's just laughable. Anyway, Zyoji made up her mind to leave this apartment. Her desire to escape was strong. Shortly after, Zayosung wrote Zyoji's story into a novel and handed it to the editor. What a clever move. But the editor, after reading it, asked her, was Mrs. Takano's death really because of her daughter's situation? That seems rather absurd. Zayosung also thought it didn't add up. He recalled the phrase about babies pouring out from below, which just didn't make sense. Mr. Gang interrupted him and shared a similar tale, leaving everyone dumbfounded. A group of young folks ventured into an abandoned house for a scare and ended up facing something horrifying. They saw countless baby faces emerging from the ground, a complete nightmare. That house used to be home to a twisted murderer, still haunting Chiba today, a mystery that remains unsolved. Xiaosong shared this story with Xiaoji, but she wasn't buying it, thinking it was just another similar tale. Nowadays, Xiaoji moved to a new place, and life was as calm as if she had taken a sleeping pill. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. See you next time.